folks, welcome to another episode of Cutter One. I am your host, Jay Just Jay, your resident maker of trouble and culture warrior. Anyway, I hope you're having a great weekend. I hope everyone's enjoying this weekend. It's been nice and mild here in, like, I don't, technically we're not in the tri-state area, northeast. In the northeast area, it's been mild for the past 2 days or so, but it's supposed to come to an end soon. Anyway, I digress. Let's get right into it because there's an interesting story that I just came across earlier today, and it's actually a story that came out yesterday. It sort of illustrates an issue that we've been talking about on several episodes here. So let's check it out. And this one is coming to us from the good folks at Bounding Into Comics. And it says, a new report claims Hollywood focus groups overwhelmingly prefer a fake problematic TV show to a real woke production. According to a new report, when presented with a choice between the two, Hollywood focus groups are overwhelmingly favoring a fake television show filled with problematic elements over a woke series that is actually in production. A typical industry practice, focus groups are a sort of group interview conducted by various studios to gauge the interest of various demographics in a given product, such as film, television show, or video game. As allegedly detailed to independent Disney reporter WDW Pro by one of their verified insiders, over the past 2 years, one unnamed studio has been organizing a number of such interviews in order to gauge interest in one of their new, already greenlit police action series. Yeah, get the ad out of here. All right, to do so, they screened 3 episodes of said series, as well as 3 episodes of a fake, tonally opposite cop show produced solely for the purpose of the focus group, and afterwards asked participants which of the 2 options they found more engaging. Notably, these episodes were composed of partial animatics with an audio accompaniment with limited voice cast, different for each, and featured no music. As detailed by WDW Pro's source, Show A, which is currently in production, follows the story of a young Pac. Sorry, I have to steal that from Josiah from Josiah Rises. He said that in one of his videos. Pac. Follows the story of a young Pac policewoman who gets dumped by her girlfriend and transfers to a new precinct in a southern town where she is shocked by the racism, sexism, and abuse of power of her new colleagues, as well as their poor relations with the communities they serve. With few friends, she doesn't know who are the good guys and who are the bad guys anymore, and has to watch her back on and off duty while she tries to initiate change both in her department and in her community, the source added. On the opposite end of the spectrum, Show B presented viewers with 2 young detectives, 2 white guys, one Ivy League and the other a good old boy, who are partnered in Vegas where they cultivate informants and recurring girlfriends. Every episode includes a fistfight with chairs and bottles flying. Every second episode has a car chase, detailed the insider. Alleys with blowing newspapers, jumping from rooftop to rooftop, unnecessarily overpowered firearms, and muscle cars on the strip. Vegas location used to the hilt, from grungy and rundown to full-on glam. An explosion per episode. Tough police chief who supposedly hates the 2 rookies, but he really has a heart of gold. Good-natured camaraderie among officers. Helicopter unit heavily featured along with the K-9 as a semi-regular. They continued. Vegas is Vegas. Cops are good. Bad guys are the bad guys, and they either get shot, blown up, or caught and go to jail. Unfortunately for the studio, according to the insider, Show B tested better with all groups, no matter age, sex, or race. The production house went on to pitch Show A to a couple of streamers. One was Netflix, with a few modifications, they explained. It was always their intent to pitch Show A. Show B was only there as a control, an assemblage of classic cop show beats to learn from. Interestingly, as pointed out by the insider, while episodes for Show A were adapted outlines done by the real writers of the proposed show, Show B episodes were quickly hacked up, adapted old episodes of Starsky and Hutch, with the car swapped out for a Dodge Challenger. Very little effort was put on the audio, and the animatics we objected at the discrepancy in quality of the presentation materials, they recalled. But it didn't matter. Show B popped huge, just huge. The leads, the chief, Vegas, the women, explosions, the helicopter, the car, the dog, all. In light of this feedback, the studio is said to have gone back and made a few modifications to Show A before pitching it to streamers. However, as per The Insider, streamers still apparently passed on Show A, though they note that the project is not dead, but is instead being reworked with a supposed military setting and is still being shopped around. Ultimately, WDW Pro's source concluded, man, somebody is going to get real rich putting a 1970s/1980s style cop show on the air one of these days. Just buy up the rights to some old Starsky and Hutch episodes and give them a very slight polish and you'd be golden. All right, so let's discuss this one. Absolutely. This is sort of what I've been saying over several episodes now. People want to be entertained. That's why they watch TV shows or movies and stuff like that. If they wanted to be preached at, they would go to a house of worship. Okay? If they wanted to be lectured, they would sign up for a class in a college and go to a lecture hall. Okay? People don't want to be lectured or preached to or beaten over the head with modern politics and agenda-driven stories, and told that, you're a straight white male, therefore you are the root of all evil. Or just you're a straight woman or a white woman or a conservative, but whatever the group that's the biggest threat to America this week. People don't want to do that. Like, why? I'm not going to pay over $100 to take me and Mrs. J, Just J, to a movie theater to go spend 2 hours watching a film that basically says that I am the root cause of everything wrong in the world today. No, fuck that. I'm not going to pay for that. And this article and this sort of insider focus group testing that they did, it shows it. It shows it. People don't watch shows for woke agendas. They don't. People they use movies and television as an escape. Okay. If they want the harsh realities of modern world and modern society, and modern day politics, all they got to do is turn on the news or go outside. Okay. They live that every day. Like, Hollywood acts like, the rest of society is somehow insulated from this. We live it every day. That's why it's reality. So we don't need to see it in our entertainment. In our entertainment, we want to take a break from the reality of modern day politics, the modern world. We want to escape to somewhere else. And this focus group sort of shows that. And I think it's interesting because it's something I've been saying here on this show. And a lot of you folks have been agreeing with me in the comments. People don't want woke. They want good entertainment. Okay. Nobody cares about, representation on screen. They just want good characters. Okay. I don't need a character to look like me for me to identify with that character. I identified with Ellen Ripley in the Aliens movies. Why? Because she was a damn good character and she was written well, not because she had anything to do with me. Okay, we're both Caucasian. I guess you could say that, but I was thinking more like she's a woman, and I'm a man, and, I still identified with the character because she's a well-written character, and it was a well-written story. Same thing for other characters in other films. The fact that Corlys Velaryon is black in The House of the Dragon, I could not care less. I think the character's kind of cool. I like the character. I think he's well written. His racial identity doesn't have to match mine for me to like that character. And so on and so forth. And again, this article just goes to show that people don't want woke. People, by and large, if given the choice, will reject woke politics in their entertainment. And the sooner Hollywood and these studios can get that through their thick skulls, the better off we'll all be. A lot of the backlash that you see coming from these fandoms is because these studios try to inject modern world 2022 politics into these franchises, And that's not why fans fell in love with these franchises. And so you see an outright rejection of them. So anyway, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I just thought it was an interesting article because it shows even within Hollywood, like their own data shows and supports what we've been saying. And that is that, you know, people don't pay to go see woke politics. People want good stories. They just want to be entertained. And the quicker Hollywood would get that through their skulls, the quicker we could all get some good entertainment again. Anyway, let me know what you think down in the comments below. If you like the episode, please give it a thumbs up. Please share the episode if you feel like you should. But most importantly, please subscribe. We want to keep that subscriber count going in the upward direction. We like the upward direction. Anyway, I will talk to you guys later on the next one. Peace.